In a first, the U.S. military transported a small nuclear reactor on a cargo plane. The next-generation advanced nuclear reactor was transported from March Air Reserve Base in California to Hill Air Force Base in Utah in a joint operation by U.S. Department of Defense in collaboration with U.S. Department of Energy. The U.S. Defense and Energy agencies partnered with California-based Valar Atomics to fly one of the company's Ward microreactors on a C-17 aircraft without nuclear fuel. Energy Secretary Chris Wright and Undersecretary of Defense for Acquisition and Sustainment Michael Duffey were on board the C-17 flight with the reactor and its components. They hailed the event as a breakthrough for U.S. nuclear energy and military logistics. The microreactor is a little larger than a minivan, can generate up to 5 megawatts of electricity, enough to power 5,000 homes. It will start operating in July at 100 kilowatts and peak at 250 kilowatts this year before ramping up to full capacity, Valar CEO confirmed. This is seen as a demonstration to the potential of quick deployment of nuclear power for military and civilian use. Duffey described the development as part of a broader initiative to improve the speed, safety, and effectiveness of advanced nuclear reactor testing and to better understand the logistics, certification, and handling requirements associated with these systems.
Today's activity aligns with a broader initiative to improve the speed, safety, and effectiveness of advanced nuclear reactor testing and to better understand the logistics, certification, and handling requirements associated with these systems. For the Department of War to deploy transportable nuclear microreactors, many logistics scenarios need to be tested through demonstrations like these to develop a robust understanding of the challenges involved.
President Trump promised the American people that he would unleash American energy dominance and that he would launch American nuclear renaissance. And he is delivering big time. Nothing symbolizes that, I think, more clearly than what happened today. In our awesome American military, in a C-17 plane, a 5 megawatt Valar Atomics nuclear reactor was just flown from LA to this Air Force base here in Utah. Incredible. 5 megawatt reactor that powers 5,000 homes, flown in the back of a plane. Waste disposal has been a problem the United States hasn't solved, but this year we are working in a program to completely change the game as far as having nuclear waste disposal sites. Instead of imposing it on one location, we have an open process going on right now to see who wants to host a nuclear innovation campus that'll do all sorts of things, from reprocessing to fuel fabrication to enrichment to nuclear reactors to permanent disposal of the waste that remains after reprocessing. And I'll tell you, Utah has great interest in that program. It is certainly one of the players we're in dialogues about. The Department of War is saying, hey, we got to have a base that if we can't resupply has affordable, reliable, secure energy going there. Those demands, those desires they have, that's ultimately develops a better nuclear reactor technology, helps build scale, which will drive down costs, and those same technologies that'll power reactors in remote military operations, they'll power small towns in Alaska, remote mines in locations, and ultimately they'll be coupled together to power data centers and factories.
So this reactor will be refueled approximately every 18 months. You can take different fuel configurations depending on the enrichment level, but this is one of the massive benefits of putting a nuclear reactor down for resilient infrastructure rather than a diesel generator.
U.S. President Donald Trump's administration sees small nuclear reactors as one of several ways to expand U.S. energy production. Trump last May issued 4 executive orders aimed at boosting domestic nuclear deployment to meet growing demand for energy for national security and competitive AI advancements. Proponents say microreactors can be sent to far-flung and remote places, offering an alternative to diesel generators, which require frequent deliveries of fuel. But is it feasible? Skeptics have argued that the industry has not proven that small nuclear reactors can generate power for a reasonable price. According to Wright, the Energy Department plans to have 3 microreactors reach criticality when a nuclear reaction can sustain itself by July 4th.
Times of India videos, your daily dose of India and the world. Global news, different views, and sharp analysis.
Pressure of expectation from your fans, your supporters.
That has often served as a backdrop for several Bollywood.
You're not a brute majority anymore. If you individually take out data,
Making sense of global conflicts. Tracking the new emerging world order.
strike on Israeli military bases.
A multi-pronged
to stay out of harm's way as Israel started bombing targets across.
Understanding changing alliances in a polarized world. Tune into TOI videos for all this and more. Click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss an update.